Okay, great. Can you please explain the internal family systems?
Yes. Okay. So I've got this little Lego guy. He's blue.
Handsome little fella.
Little fella. So this is just, this 1 inch little guy is kind of representing and a person's inner child, because we get here, we're pretty cool. We're happy, we're joyful, we're doing our thing. What happens a lot of times is, let's say this child's being themselves, doing their thing. Someone comes along and says, oh, you're so loud, you just bug me. That's what we call the child starts recognizing that something's wrong with them. So I have this little hat that I like to represent as the burden, the pain. So the pain is, you know what, I better cover up that part of myself because people won't love me if I have that part. Right. Let's say if the child is then bullied at school. Oh, you know what? There's another part of me that's not very good. I'm going to hide that part too, because it hurts when I try to be myself there. So what's happening to this child, he's adapting. So how I see this hat is not only on the head, it's kind of covering up this whole person. So now I have this little Lego guy completely covered in a hat where you can't really see this person anymore. What happens is, though, this little person's still going to go about in life, right? And I'm going to do my thing and say, hey, I'm going to go do a podcast. But then someone says, oh, I don't like your podcast. Ouch. So what's happening is somehow something is kind of reaching under this hurt and it's poking at the little inner child. So we use things called managers. What we'll do is, I don't want to feel this pain. So let me get really busy. I'm going to go to work. I'm going to come to my house. I'm going to stay so busy that I don't even know that I'm hurting. Then what might happen for a lot of us is, you know what? Staying busy is not working.
And there's a giant wolf protecting this yes. Lego guy for the podcast people.
Podcast, yes. So now there's a wolf protecting this little Lego guy who's hurt. So now I don't want this little kid to hurt. So I've covered its emotions and I'm keeping really busy. I don't have to deal with the pain going on inside. However, sometimes that doesn't work. That's when we call in what we call the firefighter. Now I'm holding up a gorilla. This is my addiction. I can't get this, so I'm going to drown it out with alcohol. I'm going to drown it out. So what I'm showing right now, I've got this little guy. It's got this big wool hat on. There's a big wolf in front of it who's a manager saying, no, I can't be hurt. But then sometimes my hurt comes out. So now I also have an addiction or something in front of it. I've got this gorilla. We don't even see this little guy anymore. So now I'm just walking around trying to live life like this. So really what we want to do, why I like the internal family systems and the inner child, I always want to get to this inner child because I want that little child to process its emotions. I want it to be validated to become really who it was created to be. So instead of just saying, well, I'm just going to put down this addiction, I try to understand. Let's say it's an overeater, for example. So every time this little person's about to get hurt, this part is going to come out. I'm going to try to understand this part. What is your purpose? What is it that you need? What do you want? Oh, I don't want the little one to get hurt. So I'm befriending this. So this part will relax. I'm doing the same thing with the wolf, right? The wolf is there. I'm keeping really busy. I'm speaking to that busier part of mine, which I have a busy part called ADHD, ADHD. So Abby's kind of going along and I'm saying, hey, you're really active today. What's going on? And so to understand this part, and I love it. I love all these parts so that this part will calm down. Because I'm kind of convincing it. Can I get to that little one who's hurting? And so this calms down. This is now where I want to be. And I want to love this little one. Tell me about your hurts. And now I'm pulling the hat off. Tell me about your hurts. And then I'm going to give this child what maybe this child didn't receive in their childhood. It might be nurturing, love, acceptance, validation, all of those needs that we talk about. And so now I'm walking along as me. So that's the internal family systems, how I see it.